Hey everyone, good Thursday. All right, here it is, 8:25 on our Thursday evening and looking live. This is our Plaza Cam, looking good now. What a noisy day. We had a lot of thunderstorms today. I was woken up this morning, excuse me, by the storms moving through. They came through early, and then we had another round in the afternoon. Wet day, a lot of lightning, a lot of thunder. Some of us even saw some flooding. So a good view there at the end is a lot of this. Button, there we go. Hey, how you doing, everybody? I've got the Facebook stream up. If you have any questions, shoot them to me. I'd be happy to answer them for you. We'll go through what's ahead for a Friday, which I think you're going to love. Friday's going to be a really nice day, and then into your weekend. Weekend's not a washout, but I do have a first warn. We're giving you advanced warning that at least part of your weekend we'll probably see some showers, maybe even a few strong storms, but it won't be with us all weekend long. So I think we'll see some improvements in our weather coming up. So let's go through all this. I'll take you through the next 3 days to start, kind of give you a brief overview, and then we'll get into the nitty-gritty, get into the details. All right, next 3 days, we'll start with Friday, which is going to be sunshine and gorgeous. There we go. Went too fast. There you go. Friday, 73. Finally, it's here. Sunshine, 73. No rain tomorrow. Breezes will be light. Friday's great. Saturday, first warn. That means that mid-grade impacts could have some storms in there, but it'll only be at times. It won't be with us all day. A little cooler. Temperatures in the upper 60s. What will bring the storms is a front, a cold front. And then Sunday, mainly dry. We'll be at 70. So Sunday plans outside largely look okay. Let's take a quick closer peek at Saturday. You see this system coming in out of Nebraska? That's a big line of storms that will likely be severe as it moves through parts of Nebraska and Kansas. And it will decay some, but it may still have some punch and bring us some rain on Saturday morning. Let's see what the radar looks like now. Much better. We're not completely rain-free in the metro. A couple little patchy showers, but it's not a big deal. Heavier stuff has slid off to the east. It's pretty much out of our coverage area, and in its wake, we got, I'll show you the rain totals here in just a minute, but some of us 2, 3, even pockets of 4 inches or more, so a big flood warning. You may have some flooded roads, might have some flooded streets as you're driving around tonight. Still not completely out of the clear. Let me show you the rain. We'll zoom in here a little bit. So just about Olathe, Bonner Springs. This is how it'll be through the rest of the evening. Real patchy, real isolated, not a big deal. Here's the rain totals and broad view, and then I'll go closer to the metro. A lot of us, 1, 2, 3 inches of rain, but look at the stripe that we have that's south of the metro. So portions of like Cass and Bates and Lynn and Miami counties, you were under a flash flood warning earlier. 4 inches of rain, and that fell in a short amount of time. That was from this morning. And in the metro, big spread here. If you're on the west side, you may have only gotten about a quarter inch. That's what we're seeing around Bonner Springs. These are radar estimated rain totals, not official numbers. I'll show you the official numbers here in just a sec. But 1 to 2 inches, inch and a half, something like that generally is what a lot of us had seen. There's our live cam, and this is from our tower cam, so we're looking toward downtown. And not bad. Not a bad evening here. Here's the official rain totals, and out at the airport, got over an inch. The end of April, really wet. Kicking off May, pretty wet. And Maryville, Bethany, some big spots there. Harrisonville, you got over an inch too. So you can pick out what's closest to your neighborhood and kind of see what you had. Here's the rest of the evening, and it'll keep some patchy showers on the forecast track through about midnight or so. This is light stuff. This is not what we had earlier today. That's not coming back. We boot that out of here. So tomorrow morning, maybe some lingering clouds, maybe not. I mean, it's starting to pull away so much that you might wake up to some sunshine, and sunshine will be in abundance tomorrow once we get to the afternoon. We'll call it mostly sunny, 73, maybe a little cooler to the northeast, might have some 60s up by Bethany and Cameron, maybe mid-70s to the south and Butler and Paola. Good day. East breeze at 5 to 10, sunshine in mid-70s, tough to beat. Now, this is what we're looking at for Saturday. So this is well before the sun comes up. This is 2 o'clock in the morning on Saturday. This is that big line of storms that blows up in Nebraska and then runs eastward. And it will weaken some, but still a fairly good signal for some rain around as we get going Saturday. I think it would linger with us until about 10 o'clock before that starts to slide out. So there is a chance for some strong storms here. It's a low chance, so the severe weather risk is only a level 1 out of 5. That's the lowest level. But we could have some hail, some gusty winds. It kind of depends on how well that thing stays held together. And then the afternoon, we don't have that risk any longer. Let me show you what the rest of the day looks like. So if you have soccer practice or going to do something fun outside on Saturday afternoon, you're probably okay. There is still a chance for a couple little spots to get some rain, but largely it's moving away. And some of our weather models are completely dry by Saturday afternoon. So Friday, no rain. We're first warning you on Saturday. pretty good chance for some morning showers. Sunday's not zero, but it's pretty iffy. If you've got something going on Sunday, Cinco de Mayo, we've got the big NASCAR race. I'm going to show you that here in a second. Rain chance is not enough where I would adjust my plans. And then Monday, another first warn. So we're still in this every other day. Some sort of system is swinging on by, and we have our eyes on Monday. Why? Because of this storm system kicking out over the Rockies. And the red that I'm showing you there is energy for thunderstorms. Now, it's not in place on Sunday. So Sunday, if we see rain, it's probably just light showers. But watch what happens by Monday. It grabs that energy, draws it up. You see the bright colors there. So we're back into the juice that we had earlier this week, the kind that can produce strong storms. And we've got the upper low in place to help out to spawn the storms too. You put it all together, and there's this zone of potential severe weather on Monday, which includes portions of the Kansas City, the KCTV5 coverage area, and Kansas City. Doesn't mean it'll happen. Fine details, don't have them yet, but next week, kind of back in it again. So it's May. It's in the Midwest. We expect that. Here's a 7-day forecast, and I'll take you to Sunday with that low chance and the NASCAR race. It's the Advent 400 NASCAR race. It's out at Kansas Speedway. They've got races before Sunday, but the big one is on Sunday at 3, and it looks good. It looks really good. 60s, low 70s. I'll just give it a slight chance, and I think that would be toward the end of the day, 5, 7, iffy, pretty iffy. I think we're going to do okay. There's Monday. 40% chance that we get those storms now. I think the heart of them will be to the west in Kansas, and we'll see how that's what they've been doing here lately. They fire up over Kansas over something that we call the dry line. Then they get pushed our way, and we get them late in the day and into the evening. So 40% chance now. That may go up. And then it turns quieter. By the time we hit Tuesday and Wednesday on the backside of that one, we're finally out of this every other day storms kind of setup. So it'll be 70s and generally dry. I know you can't see Thursday very well, but I don't have a rain chance on Thursday and a high of 73. So we'll go through this one more time. I don't see any questions on Facebook, so things are turning quieter. If you got a lot of rain today, let me know about that. So if you're just joining us, taking you through the forecast and what we can expect on Friday and into the weekend. So let's go back to the top and doing a whole lot better. Here's tomorrow, 70s, sunshine. There's Saturday. We're first warning you about storms at times. You know, early plans, especially on Saturday, could have some storms around. And then Sunday looks pretty good, 70, and again, mainly dry. Not completely dry, but mainly dry. So there come the storms out of Nebraska and Kansas. That's Saturday morning. They're moving in. They won't hang with us all day. Saturday's not going to be a loss, not a total washout. There's our Doppler radar now. So much better than it was earlier today. I mean, all the way back from this morning, early morning, before the sun was up, these things were booming. I was woken up, my dog was shaking. My wife's dog, she's got a little 8-pound Shih Tzu she brought into the marriage, and she hates storms, and she was shaking like crazy this morning. We do have a little bit of rain. This is how it'll be. The rest of this evening's isolated. These real little scattered things, not a big deal. Baldwin City, Olathe, west side of the 435 loop. Just enough to kick on the wipers for a second. But we do have the leftovers, the flood warning, that covers a big area. I mean, this is where we saw a big stripe of rain, fell hard through much of the day. And that goes all the way down. I mean, we're going up into like Mercer and Grundy counties and Harrison and Davies counties and running all the way down into Jackson County, Missouri. And then down we go, all the way down across 49. So the rain totals here, how much did we get? These are estimated numbers. Our Doppler radar, what it does is it logs the rain and how hard it falls and then gives a ballpark of what fell. So these aren't official. But anywhere between 1, 2, 3, 4 inches. The real heavy stuff was just to the south. Why is 40% a first warned day? Good question. This is from Deb. That's the threshold for a first warn. That's enough of a chance where the weather has, she's talking about Monday. Monday's got a 40% chance of rain and storms. So 40% is enough where it may impact your day. And with Monday specifically, it also has a risk for severe storms that I'll show you coming up. So, you know, whenever you're that far out, we're talking about Monday, several days away, and we don't have the fine details. I can't throw like a 70 or an 80 unless I'm really confident that it's going to be a big rain day. And right now, we're not. It's a chance. We're giving you the early heads up. And if it doesn't happen, we'll pull it off. But for now, it looks like it could be stormy on Monday. Rainfall closer to the metro, 1, 2 inch. Some of us on the west side, not as much, about a ½ inch or a ¼ inch. Heavier on the east side. That's how the storms tracked. We got a second dose. So we had our morning round that most of us got, unless you were far southeast. And then a second round formed along a front that came through, and that was right on Kansas City, right on the line. You can kind of see it here in the rain. So the east side got more from that second round, and we were drying out already on the northwest side. So there's our camera. That's our plaza cam, or our tower cam, rather, looking downtown. Here are the official rain totals since midnight. Out at the airport, it was just over an inch and a half, pretty common. Some of you didn't get as much. Sedalia, you know, you got a quarter, tenth of an inch out in Clinton. Let's go ahead and see what the rest of tonight brings on forecast track. And it's not a lot. This is booting out. This is kicking away. So we'll start here, go forward a little bit. I mean, if you're going to be out for a walk this evening, you might run into a little light shower. By midnight, pretty well wrapped up. Out she goes. There's tomorrow morning. Sunshine for Kansas City. Maybe a little bit of cloud cover off to the southeast. Highs tomorrow, 70s. Light breezes, mostly sunny. Get out. Enjoy it. It's first Friday, too. So if you're going to be going out to the crossroads, I think you're going to love it. It's a really, really good day. Here's Saturday. This is a line of storms, again, that's probably severe in Nebraska Friday night, and in Kansas, too. And then it plows our way. This is before sunrise. This is 2 o'clock in the morning on Saturday, and then it arrives here anywhere, around sunrise, 8, 10 o'clock, something like that. So we'll say about 6 till 10. And some of these could be heavy. You see the pinks and purples, especially to our south. So it's kind of a broken line. It's not a guarantee that everybody's going to get rain on Saturday morning, but we'll have this kicking by, and there's a decent chance that you will. And there's also the chance for a couple of them to be strong. It's a level 1 out of 5 risk for severe weather. Don't expect widespread severe weather. Just means can't rule it out. Some hail, some high winds, and only the strongest pockets is what we think there. Then by the afternoon, pretty well good. We're pretty well good shape. It's not a clean sweep for the afternoon. Can't give it the all clear, but I think if you saw rain on the afternoon on Saturday, you'd be the exception rather than the rule. And I would go ahead with my plans if I had them on Saturday afternoon. So there's the first one there, scattered to numerous showers in the morning on Saturday. Sunday does have a rain chance, but it's really low. It's low. Sunday plans outdoors look all right. And then Monday, now we're into scattered territory, isolated to scattered, and another first warn, early advanced warning about these storms. And what am I talking about here? It's this storm system that comes off the Pacific and out of the Rockies. The storm energy is the red shading that you see. We don't have it on Sunday. That's why anything that we have on Sunday I don't think would be much. It'd just be regular patchy showers. But then Monday, different story. And this is the similar setup that we had earlier this week and last week, where we kept getting these lows to come by. They drew up all that energy for thunderstorms. It's what we call instability. And you can get the storms to grow powerful whenever you have that in place. And because of that, the Storm Prediction Center, this is out of Norman, Oklahoma. This is the National Weather Service arm that issues all the watches, severe thunderstorm, tornado watches. They also issue outlooks. So whenever we're seeing ingredients come together for potential severe weather, then they put out these. And it'd be a level 2 out of 5 for Monday. That includes the western half of our coverage area and the metro. It just means it's possible. Ingredients coming into place. Where and exactly when. It'd probably be late day, because what these will do is fire up to our west and then drift toward the metro. Or surrounding areas. That probably wouldn't happen until late day and into the evening, maybe even Monday night. I don't think we're going to have much in the morning on Monday. That's not the way it looks right now. 7-day forecast, there you go. Sunday, if you're just tuning in and you missed this earlier, this is about Cinco de Mayo and the Advent 400 NASCAR race. There are races on Saturday too, but Sunday's the biggie, and I think it's going to be A-OK. 70s and generally dry, just a low rain chance at 20% after we get past 5. And then Monday's storm chances and the first warn in place. And then she turns quiet. And we are excited about that. We've had April ended up with over a half a foot of rain for Kansas City. And some of you saw more than that. 70s, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Just a slight chance on Tuesday. That's if that system dawdles. I don't think it will. I think it'll be out of here. Tuesday's probably dry, but not 100%. Wednesday and Thursday, though, it's gone. 76 Wednesday. You can't see Thursday, but it is 73. Okay, everybody, that's your update. Thank you so much for tuning in. We're going to have more coming up at 10 o'clock, and we'll be tracking. I'll have new information about Saturday. Every single hour we get new data that comes in, and we can track Saturday's storm chances, try to refine that for you a little bit more, have that coming up at 10 o'clock. Thanks so much for joining. Have a good night. Happy Friday to you, too. It's coming up.